This is day 8 of 31 cycling stories for National Cycling Month. So when I first got into real road cycling, I had a mentor who would take me out on rides, and it was super. One of the things that was so cool about it is that we had this 26-mile trail that would go along the river where we lived. And it would cross 2 bridges that would cross the river, obviously, and create this loop so that at one point you're on one side of the river, and then on the other point you're on the other side of the river. Where we'd live would get pretty hot, not exactly Arizona hot, but the kind of hot where we could reach 110, 115 during a really hot week in July. So we'd ride and do the 26-mile loop, and then we had this one spot where we would stop and we would actually just jump in the river to cool off on one of those hot days. It was super fun. I remember him teaching me the etiquette of cycling, even things like going off to the side of the group to blow your nose, because sometimes you get snot in your nose that you have to blow. I remember him teaching me about the importance of staying right behind the guy in front of you so that you got the draft. And it was just so much fun because most weekends we would go out and he would teach me things that he had tons of experience with, but I was still learning. And it was just such a cool mentorship and such a fun way for me to start learning those skills in a low intensity environment and somewhere that wasn't getting shouted out by, you know, people in a race or anything like that. So it was just super cool. I really think it's important to mentor new people getting into the sport of cycling and give them opportunities to learn, because it's an entirely different world and it's not like any other sport. And so we need to be willing to say, hey, here's, you know, just a little bit of etiquette. Here's the things to do to make sure that your riding's the best and you're staying safe as well. When you got into cycling, did you have a mentor who helped you learn that stuff? Let me know.